Very good. I should mention something. In these presser editions, the one that Jean Baxtresser has of the orchestral excerpts and that mine of the opera excerpts, the idea was to print exactly what one would see in the part itself, complete with typos. And then there are mistakes are included in there as well. And then if you read carefully all of the errata, then you'll find that certain notes have been changed. An easy way to see what all the right notes and the right articulations is to look at the piano reductions, and they're all correct. So I just wanted to quickly correct a note. This B natural here should be, I think, an A and G sharp. Si, la, so, fa. Yes, that's right, not a B natural A. That's just a, so, very good. This is the very beginning of the opera. And the curtain goes up, and we're in this French town of Amiens. And you have soldiers, and you've got students, and you've got young lovers, and this great swirl of life is happening there. And this is, it's like it explodes in your face. And so, and this was Puccini's first big success. Everybody loved this opera, and so it made him into a star. He was a student of Ponchielli, who wrote a very famous opera called La Gioconda. And Ponchielli was very particular about the way that he wrote his rhythms. And so there's a very famous piece from La Gioconda called The Dance of the Hours. Did you ever hear this piece? Any of you know it? It goes la-da-beating, 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 la-da-beating. You know it. I mean, you know the way it sounds. And Puccini was a student of Ponchielli, and he uses a lot of these same kinds of rhythms. So you have to be very sparkling with these rhythms. They're meant to be played really exact. And also, although you play a nice, quick tempo, it really can go even faster because it's supposed to be really, I tell you, it can go very fast. And again, people who have heard it all the time will expect it to go faster. It sounds a little bit too controlled otherwise. You know, it's this great swirl of life at the beginning. It is supposed to be startling. So, just by yourself, play the very beginning. Good. Now put the 16th notes even a little more closely together so it has this feeling of great panache. Good. Very good. And make sure you hold, well, it's good. Now that you've got the right feel in the tempo, let's do it with the piano. I'll give the count off. 1, 2, 3. I know it's la la la, very, just the opposite of what you just played. That was all very perky and in your face and sparkling, and this is warm and romantic and full of juice. Okay, play it right from la so fa. It's almost in one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Good. Yeah. Now when she has that melody, you have to be more quick off of the offbeats. Bop, 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 beep, bop, bop, bop. You can't get it all behind, okay? Let's take it again from your melody, the romantic melody. La, so, so, fa, again in 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, now at this point it's subito piano. Okay, take it from the chromatic scale. That's right, and the rhythm's all really exact. Okay, one more time from the chromatic scale. I'll bring you in together. 1, 2, 3. Very good. You want to be very careful in this one not to anticipate the downbeats. It's very easy to come in too early on that first 30-second note. Okay, let's play the whole thing one more time now that you've got the spirit of it. Sorry to stop you, but like these are the places where you begin to play before the beat. Okay? And if you can play it any softer, let's take it from where the melody begins after the chromatics.
I have one question
Yes.
though. Do you recommend to play soft till here, or I couldn't tell? Really.
Well, it does crescendo again. Yeah, so I don't recommend that you keep it all soft, but there has to be that sense of all of a sudden it retracts. Okay? So one last time from where the chromatic scale is. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, that's early. Ba-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. It takes a certain amount of discipline not to fall into that hole. Okay? Right from where the melody begins again. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. 1, 2, 3. 3. Very good. Excellent. You play that very well. Good. So we'll move on to the other Manon Lescaut excerpt, which is very different. I forgot to put the first one up. Here's the second one. Now, a few words about who Manon Lescaut is. She's a beautiful young woman. She's very passionate. And at the beginning of the opera, she falls in love with a handsome young poet who has no money. And his name is Desgru. And at the end of the first act, she runs off with him, and she takes off. The opening of the second act, she has gone to live with an older man whose name is Gérard. And he's a very wealthy man. And Manon has this fatal flaw, which is that she loves wealth. She loves glitter. She loves worldly things. And Desgru, the poet, she loves him, but he can't offer her that. And so at the beginning of the second act, she has basically become the mistress of this older, unattractive man because he can offer her the way of living that she wants. And yet, in her soul, she's not happy. And so I have a picture here. You really can't see it very well from here, but it shows her, she's admiring herself in the mirror. She's surrounded by people who are telling her how beautiful she looks, and she's, sort of looking at herself, and she's admiring her pearls and her jewels and her glitter. And this is the musical image of, I'll call it soulless glitter. It's wealth, it's money, but it has no love. And so we picked the flute for it. I don't know why. Maybe he knew something about us. But it has to be a little bit more, something slightly hard-edged about it. It's a little mean, this solo, and it's in B minor. You can't quite tell it by looking at it because it's got two sharps and it begins on a D, and we think maybe it's in D major, but play it with Mignon. 1, 2. Okay, now you're making it too beautiful. Okay, I want to play the notes shorter and more come away from the first note. Da-da-dum, ya-da-da-bum-beep-bum-bum, so we have a little accent on the second bar. Ya-da-dum-bum-beep-bum-bum, ya-da-dum-bum-beep-bum-bum. Play that by yourself. Yeah, you see, you're sustaining the last note. You're going la-da-dum-bum-beep-bum-bee, da-da-dum-bum-beep-bum-bee, but it actually comes away. Mi-do-si, mi-do-si, ya-da-dum-bum-beep-bum-bum, bi-ga-dum-bum-bum-bum. Yeah, slow all the way to the F sharp. Okay, now tongue it very lightly. La-da-dum-bum-bum-bum, bi-da-dum-bum-bum-bum. That's right, and don't play the last note longer. Bum 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 beep, bum 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 beep. That's right, that's right. You can almost play it without your tongue. Ha 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 ha. Try that. Okay, now tongue it lightly. That's right. It's a delicate balance, this. Sometimes people play it very fast, which makes it sound kind of happy. It's not happy. I mean, she's sitting there admiring herself in the mirror. She likes the way she looks. She doesn't like the way she feels. And she hasn't quite admitted that to herself yet. And so to me, it has to go in this slightly measured pace. Yeah, see if you can come away. That's right. You seem like such a nice girl, but you play it so well, I wonder. No, it sounds good. Thank you.